good, everybody? Welcome back to episode 2 of Clay Brown Jr.'s Road to Glory series in EA College Football 25. I'm starting off with the weekly agenda, footage, allocating the available hours to different categories. Once again, you got the academics, leadership, health, training, and brand. And amongst those categories, you got to try to divide the time up. Me personally, I like to go with the academics first, and primarily because I don't want the player to be academically ineligible. I figure if I can at least be eligible for the games, I can let the rest take care of itself. But you do kind of need to do the other stuff. And now we're going to get into some of the footage with the training, the rushing attack. This one is also kind of easy to do on the base difficulty because I played it on the whatever the default was. As long as you got a halfway decent running back speed, you'll be able to find the gap and run right past the defender. They got two defenders out there. They got the little, I don't know what the technical name is for those things that kind of substitute as offensive linemen. Most like the tackling dummies, I guess. It don't take a whole lot to find you a lane and just floor it. Plus, you got a fullback, a lead blocker. Little toss to the outside. Easy money right there. Now, if I put it on a harder difficulty, I probably would have had a harder time gaining the points. And in hindsight, that's what I kind of should have done to make it a little more challenging. As I mentioned before, I think I souped up my Road to Glory character a little too quick with the overall and earning points, because I didn't have that much of a hard time going through the little training exercises. Here we go. Look how easy this is. Ain't much of a challenge on this base difficulty. Alright, so respectable score right there, earning the gold coin. And now you're gonna see the next screen where you're gonna, I think, move up the totem pole, weekly advanced summary stuff, and we into the game. This is so EA College Football used to have what were the 1AA teams. They used to have a few of those in older games with EA College Football 25, and even with some of the later NCAA games, they just had these generic FCS regional schools like FCS East or FCS West or whatever, as opposed to having actual 1AA or now known as FCS schools in the game. I'm hoping next year, with the game's popularity, they could get some attention to the FCS schools, especially the HBCUs, man. Because I know I used to play with Grambling State in one of the old NCAA football games, and I'm doing a super sim to try to get my play on the field. And again, I'm a 4th-string running back. Probably ain't gonna play in this game. End of the third quarter, not in the game yet. Fourth quarter, not in the game. Like, I'm just not playing. So these little early super sim game clips are gonna not feature my play at all. I'm just gonna be walking on the field at the end like down. They pat me on the head for, I guess, being the best cheerleader on the sideline with a helmet. Kind of lost my train of thought. I was talking about something else before that. Can't even remember. But if it comes back, oh yeah, the FCS schools. Yeah, I'm hoping that next year in the game they actually start adding back some of the FCS schools, and in particular the HBCU schools. Because like I said, I used to play with Grambling State in one of the old games. Moving up the depth chart, about to approach the bunch, the other running backs that are ranked ahead of me. Going for the depth chart. I try to work my way up the ranks with the training and earning the coach trust and all that other stuff. Now we into another one of these, not even cut scenes, but these little scenes where you have to pick a choice and the choice has an impact. So my leadership decreased based on that answer I chose. So, again, I'm gonna just let these screens speak for itself, because the editing software that I use to put together these videos, the writing, the characters, the small tiny print will do damage to the eyes. So I'm not even gonna try to strain my eyes reading these little these little cell phone text message screens. You'll be able to see it on your screen, whether it's on YouTube TV or the mobile version of YouTube. You'll be able to see it on your screen. So I signed the NIL deal. Now the NIL deals affect your amount of the time that you have during your weekly agenda stuff, because you've already committed that time to whatever the brand deal was, whatever the NIL deal was. Let's see what's up with this. The weekly agenda. Don't want to be academically ineligible, and I ain't really planning to get no kind of wear and tear, so health is always going to be high until I start getting in these games. The elusiveness drill. I think this one is the hardest one for me to play. Yeah, this is definitely the hardest drill for me to play. I don't think I score well on this at all, if I remember correctly. It's like some American gladiator type deal right here. For the old heads who remember the older version of the American Gladiators, I think it was called Breakthrough and Conquer, something like that. Now we're back to another game. Who we playing this week? I think it's Florida Atlantic, the Owls, conference rival. I think that's a conference game. Do I get into this game? We'll find out. Army versus Florida Atlantic Owls. Alright, so I'm gonna do the Super Sim thing till I get on the field, hopefully. The second game of the season. Still no playing time. I'm fourth string, so I can't really expect too much. You can't put me on special teams or nothing, no. You can't let me be a part of the the kickoff team. Put me in, coach. I'm getting on the field. Fourth quarter with 4 minutes and change to go. A second and 8. Remember, this version of Army runs like this kind of weird thing, wishbone type offenses, option offense or whatever. And I'm kind of a receiving running back. And that first play that I got a chance to get on the field didn't even go to me. They ran with the fullback. Let's see, so I'll take 2 games. I got on the field for exactly 1 play. And our team won though. We won 17-6. There I go. They pat me on the head again for doing absolutely nothing. Now with these Road to Glory episodes, I'm going to try to keep them kind of short because the games are actually not that long, and all the little other stuff in between isn't that long. I can combine maybe multiple games in one episode. Training, I can probably get like a solid 15-20 minute video, maybe at the max. Try not to overdo it too much with the Road to Glory stuff. I'm leveling up with my Road to Glory guy. Now I get to move up I guess that's the coach trust. I get a chance to compete on the depth chart. I got to play on the field for exactly 1 play. That's insanity. halfback number 4. Eventually, I'm gonna get a chance to compete and hopefully overtake the people who are listed ahead of me on the depth chart. I'm back into the weekly agenda stuff, adding some, of course, the academics, because you want to not be ineligible for the game, especially as a 4th string. These screens kind of speak for themselves. Now I'm back to the different drill, the reaction and footwork test. I don't think I was good in this one either. Yeah, I'm not good in this drill, at least not right now. I'm always stepping on the lines. If you're too cautious, your time's going to be a little slow. If you're too reckless, you're going to end up out of bounds or something. Easy. Ready. See how we going to do it? I'm a little better. Nope, not that better. Yeah, I ain't get no real good score. That's enough for a bronze coin, though, for the Coach Trust. Leveling up some more. Still not really in striking distance for a spot in the top 3 in the depth chart. Heading into the next week, we got on the schedule. Still depth chart spot number 4. Got the little text message cutscene type stuff again. You're gonna see how this impacts my character. So some of these screens here too definitely have an impact on the amount of available time that you have with the weekly agenda too. So now we got a game against Rice, another conference rival. Advance to the game. Actually, I got to do the weekly agenda stuff first. Again, I'm always going to try to keep the academics kind of high. You see me in that unprepared or underprepared spot right there. Now, the jump cut drill, I don't think I'm good at this one either. At least not right away. Getting hit by the little rolling ball or stepping out of bounds. Yeah, see me fumbling and messing up here. Come on, set. There's no reason for me to be weaving in and out. I think I figured it out after a while. There's no reason like just weaving in and out of these tackling dummies off the jump. Just kind of run and then dodge the little rolling ball when you have to. It is not a good drill for me. No coins. So let's see what we got next. I think next is the game, actual game footage. And let's see if we actually get a chance to play. Because through 2 games, I got on the field for exactly 1 play. I didn't get a chance to do nothing. So this is game 3. At least the team is winning. No thanks to me. back at home, Mikey Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights playing against Rice. Alright, so I got a little wear and tear on the left leg. Will I get a chance to play in this game though? Alright, so Super Sim. Will I get on the field this time? I kind of doubt it. This is what, game 3 or 4, and I got on the field for exactly one play, and the play didn't even go to me. I got nothing this time around. We lost the game to the Rice Owls. Should have put me in the game, coach. We would have won. Well, see what's up next. I think I gotta do the whole weekly agenda stuff, the same cycle, the same rotation of stuff that you do every week. But disappointing, man. I ain't get a chance to play. Maybe coach will realize you gotta put Clay Brown Jr. in the game if you want a chance to win. I'm slowly inching up the little depth chart though. And once you get like that advanced screen when you see the people ahead of you, once you get to them, you get a chance to like compete against them. Well, not directly head to head, but you go through the challenges, through the practice modes, and see if you can overtake them for their spot. And this little 2-star recruit trying to be the little engine that could. GPA decreased, and that's exactly why I be trying to allocate some of the weekly advance points to the academics, because I don't want to fall to the point where I'm academically ineligible. So now we gonna move. We got Temple next on the schedule. Still don't think I'm gonna be playing in them games. Let's pick the practice. So we're gonna do the Russian attack close quarters. Yeah, this one should work out pretty well. This, like I said last time I showed this drill, if you got a halfway decent running back in terms of his speed, you'll be able to get where you need to go. You ain't got to do a whole lot to get there. Look at that. Well, that one was a good example. Handoff. You get a little too fancy, that's when you slip up in it. But for the most part, all you gotta do, follow your lead blocker and then just accelerate. At least on this base difficulty. And when you get into the games, though, depending on the play call that the coach has set, it may not be like this. It may not be that easy. But I'm trying to move up the depth chart, so I'm gonna pick whatever practice mode that I think I could do the best on, earn them coach trust points, and move up the depth chart. Hey, the halfback number 3 creeping up on him. I'm gonna try to upgrade some points for this player real quick, because I earned a lot of the, I guess you call them XP or whatever. You can allocate them to the different categories, physical categories, but you gotta have like minimum attributes for certain things. I know that's hard to really explain. Pretty good elusiveness right there, and you could add points to that as well. So like, I don't think I'm doing a good job of explaining how to upgrade the player. There's certain categories that you can upgrade, and then once you upgrade a category to a certain level, you can unlock the physical skills or physical abilities, I should say. Young Clay Brown ready to hopefully get into the game here after he's upgraded his abilities as a freshman. Playing against the Temple Owls. It's probably going to be a loss. Even though they're not that far apart in terms of overall skill or nothing like that. Oh, and the wildest part, in real life, Army's been balling. Army's, I think they still undefeated. I know Navy lost last week to Notre Dame as of this recording, this voiceover recording. But Army in real life has been balling. Shout out to the Black Knights. Shout out to the people that I know who served in the military, in the Army more specifically. And for a couple of people at the job, they're actually roots for Army football. Recording this voiceover on a Monday. A little tired. Doing a super sim thing. Hopefully we get in the game. Ain't looking like we're going to get a chance to play though. Super simming, we down. And they ain't letting your boy in the game again. Clay Brown Jr. sits on the bench once again. And once again, it's a loss. 18-10 to Temple. Division, a conference rival. And your boy Clay Brown is on the bench. Coach, you gonna learn. You gonna learn one day. You gotta learn that you gotta put Clay Brown Jr. in the game. Give yourself a chance to win. It's a young star in the making, man. Future NFL draft pick. Right, so now we're moving on. We lost that game, but it's time to get to the weekly agenda stuff. It's time to take a look at the depth chart. It's time to do more practicing. It's time to advance to the next week, obviously. Creeping up on halfback number 3, though, man. We about to have that position battle. And once I move and take his spot off the depth chart, I gotta get the game. I gotta. Like 4 or 5 weeks deep into the season. Try another one of these drills here. And I think with these drills, looking at the 2 different categories, one will be better to boost your skill, and one is like better to boost your coach trust. I think the team drills are for the coach trust. This one's gonna be a little difficult. Extra dudes on the field. Got 4 defenders, 1 fullback.
Green 25.
I got to the corner, hit the edge. Alright, you could do it. Got the speed. This one's a little more difficult than the one with just the 2 defenders because you got 4 out there. But if you play your cards right, there'll be a foot race between you and like 1 defender, and then the pursuit angle for the others might not be good enough for them to really get to you. You just gotta play your cards right. Again, you got a halfway decent foot speed, you'll be able to get to the end zone. Just gotta play it right.
Here we go. Ready. Slab.
After some early struggles, Clay Brown Jr. is kind of excelling at this drill.
Cricket.
That fullback, you play off of him well enough, you getting there, getting to the end zone. Maybe this drill is a little harder when you play at a bigger school too, because the defenders might be better, or quicker, I should say. But yeah, after some early struggles, I was able to kind of do pretty well in that drill on this difficulty. Alright, moving on up the depth chart, hopefully soon. Weekly agenda stuff, got to take care of business, make your man academically prepared for the exams and stuff that's coming up. Leadership, make the team respect them. The health, keep you nice and healthy. The XP, earn the points for your upgrading your character. Brand identity, you can boost your appeal.